who are you?
I'm Lil Uzi Vert from Philadelphia.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Crimson Red, and today we're going to be ranking Lil Uzi Vert songs from least to greatest. So the worst Uzi song in my opinion to the greatest song in my opinion. Now, before we get into the video, I do have some rules that I want to say to you guys. So first off, no collab tapes. That means and the one with Gucci Mane and the one with Future, but I will have the exception for Lullaby, which was on Pluto X Baby Pluto, just because that was a single from Uzi. The other thing is just to make it simpler for me, and so that this video isn't, like hours long, we're not doing snippets, we're not doing leaks, and we're not going to be doing like primary singles. We're just gonna stick to the albums. So for example, we have the one song off Pluto X Baby Pluto, Lullaby. We have the Eternal Atake Deluxe, Eternal Atake, Love is Rage 2, Perfect Love Tape, Love versus the World, and Love is Rage. But anyways, guys, if you like the video and you want to see more just like it with different artists, please smash that like button and then tell me in the comments which artists you want me to do. Because trust me, there's a lot of people that I listen to, and honestly, this was so much fun just listening to all the songs again. Because, there's, of course, like I said, there's my favorite Uzi songs and stuff like that. But it was nice just to listen to everything again and have a fresh perspective on it all. And also, let me know in the comments below, what's your least favorite Uzi song and your favorite Uzi song. And honestly, if you want to take the time out of your day to make a list just like this, go ahead. You got 88 spots to choose, and yeah. But anyways, this is, again, just a warning. This is my opinion. I know, like, my worst song could be your favorite song, but again, this is just my opinion. But anyways, guys, let's get into the video. Which one will start off the worst Lil Uzi Vert song? Kicking it off with number 88, the worst Lil Uzi Vert song in my opinion is Skirt Skirt. What in the fuck was he thinking about? As soon as you play the song, all you hear is Pac-Man dying. Like, if you know what the Pac-Man dying sounds like, it sounds like they took that and just high-pitched it, which just makes it even worse. I don't think the song would be, the worst song in my opinion if it wasn't for that, but it's still just like mid if you take that out. But hearing that the entire song, it's unlistenable. It honestly is. Like, if you want to have like a cringe fest for your ears, then go ahead, listen to Skirt Skirt. You're gonna be very disappointed. All right, coming in with number 87 is Right Now. Honestly, the song can be a vibe if you really think about it, but it just sounds like he just woke up, rolled out of bed, and they're like, yo, you gotta record a song, man. We need something today. Again, just listen to the song. It just sounds like he woke up. He's not having a good day, but they put him in the booth anyways. Now, number 86 is Ballin. And honestly, it's not that bad of a song, but it has what Skirt Skirt has, which just has a very annoying, high-pitched melody. It's not as bad as Skirt Skirt, don't get it wrong, but it's still like, I don't know, like listening to it on a certain volume just really irritates the ear, and I don't know, that's just personally me. Now, number 85 is Lamborghini Dream, and honestly, it's just because pretty much, Young Thug is just kind of just carrying in the beginning and stuff like that, and Uzi really doesn't seem like he gives a shit on the second half. It kind of reminds me of Proud of You on Young Thug's album. Like, Uzi really just like went in and he's just like, yo, Thug, I'm proud of you, going real in. And then, like, I don't even know what the hell Young Thug was doing on Proud of You. So I feel like this was just a payback, I guess. Young Thug's payback was, not doing shit on Proud of You because of Lamborghini Dream. But it's a skip. Now, getting into the list, I really don't have like any hate towards the rest of the songs. It's just like how much like is the replay value and how much I listen to them on the daily basis. And honestly, number 84, All My Chains, not really. Like, again, I can stand it. It's an okay song, but it's just not one of those ones that I'm gonna have on the playlist to be like, yo, let me play it. Because honestly, this sounds like a watered down song. That's actually a little bit higher on the list, not too crazy. But I'll say it when we get there. Number 83, we got Team Rocket. I don't know what to say about it, honestly. It's mid. Again, it's just something that, you can listen to it. It won't kill you, but I don't know how much replay value it has personally. All right, and for number 82, we have Scott and Romana. Honestly, it's just a better right now because it still has that it still has that sound to it, but it definitely sounds like Uzi was actually awake for this one. And honestly, it's just a vibe. It needs to be one of those times where you're actually in the mood to listen to it. But it's definitely a better right now. Like, in my opinion, that's how I listen to it. All right, and for number 81, we got Money Mitch. Honestly, I like the piano in the beginning. Very nice piano. And then it's just kind of, again, I feel like for a couple of the songs, like in the 80s and in the 70s, it's kind of just mid. But at least I like the piano in the beginning. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from this one. But number 80 is Super Saiyan. I don't know what it is, but I honestly like the Super Saiyan 2 leak that he did, like the little snippet that he did. I kind of fucked with that heavy. But Super Saiyan itself, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's different, and it definitely goes hard. But like as a rage song, it's just awkward. I don't know. Like I just personally don't like Super Saiyan 1. Super Saiyan 2, if it does come out, I kind of fuck with that one heavier. That one sounds like a rage song. But I know a lot of people mess with this, so hopefully not everybody's too mad. Alright. Number 79. I know people are going to get upset about this one. So before you dislike the video or even click off, just hear me out after I say this. But number 79, Unfazed. Okay? If we were talking about Uzi's songs in general, okay, it would definitely be top 10. But we're talking about how Uzi did on these songs and my favorite things about what, Uzi's songs. But we cannot, we can look ourselves in the mirror. We can be honest with each other that The Weeknd carried this song. He carried this song. You put that shit on, you're vibing out. Uzi comes on, you're just like, oh shit, that's right. This is a Uzi song. I completely fucking forgot. That is the Weeknd song, and that's why it's high up here. If we were just doing like, top 10 songs, whatever, then sure, yeah, Unfazed would be on here. But the way that I'm ranking it is Uzi alone and how he did, and it's not his song. And number 78 is Diamonds All on My Wrist. Now, when Love Is Rage came out, or the second Love Is Rage, when that came out, he made it out, and then he did Love Is Rage 1.5, which a lot of people know that for, Exo Tour Life, 20 minutes. But surprisingly, the deluxe version gave us the wonderful Skirt Skirt, and it also gave us Diamonds All on My Wrist, which honestly is a better rage song than Super Saiyan, but it's just kind of still. Like, he's had better like rage songs, I guess you could say. It definitely brings like that energy of being ragey, but like I said, personally, just not full potential. And with number 77, we have Malfunction. Honestly, again, just a mid song. I feel like to a lot of people it'd actually be lower on the list, and I mean like probably in the 80s somewhere. But honestly, it's more just like a listen to, you just vibe out kind of song. Nothing too crazy, nothing bad. It's just kind of there. And with number 76, we have Secure the Bag from EA. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people hate on EA more than they should and stuff like that. I know like Uzi himself, he came out on an interview and was like, yeah, no, the album was rushed and it's not his best work and stuff like that, which is good to admit that kind of stuff as an artist, to be like, hey, this wasn't my best work, let me improve off of it. But there were a shit ton of hits on that album, and honestly I think the worst one out of them all was, in my honesty, Secure the Bag. It was just kind of, again, one of those like mid songs where it was boppy, but it just kind of, it started, it finished, and you were just kind of like, okay, you know, nothing too crazy. Number 75, we got, of course, We Ghetto Flowers. Honestly, I like the beat on it. Uzi was kind of like a performance, Playboy Cardi, same. I actually like Offset a lot. Honestly, he's my favorite member of the Migos. I know that people will say that Quavo is the Beyonce of the Migos and stuff like that, which I see that. But honestly, out of everybody, Offset is my favorite. But even like for Offset, it just kind of, I don't know, it just seemed weird on a beat like that. But personally, I like him as a artist, so no matter what, I was just cool with him. But again, it was kind of one of those like ideas with, again, Unfaded, where it was kind of like, okay, you know, everybody's together, everybody's doing their own thing, but nobody like really shined. It was just kind of like a mesh of like everybody. But again, still a vibe. And with number 74, we have Belly, aka I Am the Beast of the Belly. And honestly, I like the intro for it. Very like I don't know, it just reminds me of like when you listen to it, you're like, damn, this should be a music video. And honestly, this has more hype to it than Super Saiyan, in my opinion. And I don't know, I just like it. It's nothing too crazy. Again, there are more hype songs down the list, but it's just a good one. And with number 73, we have Bust Me. Honestly, coming off of the same album as Chrome Heart Tags, which was fucking great, it just kind of sounds like a watered down Chrome Heart Tags, which I guess you could say it's kind of hard to judge it, you know, coming from Chrome Heart Tags with the same album. But going off of any song, it's kind of unique, to be honest. So that's kind of why I had to rate it here, because it was kind of just like, I was kind of stuck between, you know, like Chrome Heart Tags was definitely better than this, and it's not trash, so it's just like, I don't know where to put it, so I just kind of put it here, number 73. With number 72, we have Pop. So honestly, Pop, it's a good song. I kind of like it. Again, it's another like Rage-esque song. But I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know that I like the song enough to use it in a video. Where, you know, I think the highlight of the song is him saying Balenci, like, what is it, 24 times? I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, the hook is kind of him just saying, and then my bitch wanna pop, and I'm gonna pip. You know, it's kind of like, okay. But yeah, no, I think everyone's favorite part is him saying Balenci way more times than he needs to, but it's Uzi, so fuck it. And with number 71, we have How to Talk. At first, back when I first listened to this song for my first time, I actually didn't like it that much. I was kind of just like, the song's whatever. But then I kept listening to it, and I was just like, this is actually just kind of, it's boppy. You know, you just kind of have your head moving. You know, I'll be editing my video, and I'll be there. I'll just be like, you know, editing my videos, just like, talk to me nice type shit. And or if I'm cleaning my room or whatever, it's just a song to have in the background while you're doing something. It doesn't distract you where you want to get up from your chair and, you know, start, you know, dancing because you're so excited. But it's still a good song, and honestly, like I said, it's in my playlist. Now with number 70, we have Loaded. Again, another song where I just like the intro and I like how it builds up, and then it just kind of happens. It's just another song that kind of happens. Another one that you could have in the background, just chilling and stuff like that. And that's about it that I have to say for it. Now with number 69, we're getting into the songs that I can actually like bop to and I can vibe to really heavily. And with number 69, we got You're Lost. Honestly, when it first starts and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like it's anything crazy, but every time that the beat drops and then the instrumental comes back, it's I don't know, it's just it puts a smile on my face. I don't know what it is. I might have just like a special connection with Your Loss, but when it just boom boop boop boop, boop, you know, type shit, I just enjoy it so much. I don't know, personally, that's just me. But number 69, You're Lost. Now with number 68, we have Homecoming. And just kind of like Bust Me, there's so many other songs on, especially the album, like You Better Move and Silly Watch, where those songs just do it better. Homecoming just seems like it's the last of like the rage type songs. But the reason that it's so high on the list is because it's still, I can still get to it. Like, I still understand it, and I still, you know, like, can vibe to it, and I can rage to it. So honestly, it's not bad. It's not a bad rage song, but when you have all the other songs in his discography that you know, can count as rage music, it's not one of the top ones. Now, Feelings Mutual for number 67. Again, another one that's just, it takes it slow, and then out of nowhere, it just takes your breath away. And it's just, oh my god. Again, I think when it came to Love Is Rage 2, it was, he did a great job with the beat drops and stuff like that. And overall, it was just a really good song. Like I said, it comes off, you know, like really like you're gonna have a smooth experience, and then beat drop, he's like, I can't feel, like, it's just like, what the fuck, you know, you're ready for it. All right, and now with number 66, we have Bigger Than Life. If Bust Me was kind of like the ending of Chrome Heart Tags, Bigger Than Life was the beginning of it, because it's still another good song, but Chrome Heart Tags, again, out of like all three of them, take the cake for me. But honestly, with the choir in the end and stuff like that, it's just a nice closing to that song and a nice beginning to Chrome Heart Tags. It kind of honestly just flows into it. But for the song itself, the song can hold on for itself, and it's again another good song. All right, and number 65, we have Grab the Wheel, which I just listened to it again actually, and me listening to it, it kind of sounds like something like some audio that you would have like if you're vlogging or if you're driving a car. It's just smooth. You could just like I said, you could be vlogging, you could be driving a car, and you're just enjoying life. It's like you grab the wheel, as the title implies, and you're just you're living life. So honestly, again, just like, it's a vibe song. You're just chilling, and it's just perfect for like, if you know, if copyright didn't exist, then I would say about putting it behind like a vlog or something. And number 64, we have No Auto. So you scared, huh? So you pussy. That's all I gotta say about the song. It's just a hard anthem. You want to get ready, you need to, you know, go out there and win a sports game, a video game type of thing, or you're just ready to, you know, go do something and you need that energy. Listen to No Auto. It'll get you there. And with number 63, we have I'm Sorry. When I first listened to it, I honestly fell in love with the instrumental itself, and honestly, Uzi just did his thing on here. There's definitely a lot of better sad boy, sad Uzi hour type songs, but for this being the newest one, it kind of held on its own. It's definitely high up there for like when it comes to like the sad Uzi songs, but like I said, there's definitely more out there. And with number 62, we have that's a rack? What? Okay, so apparently I actually did put the singles in this list. The three that I mentioned in the beginning video, That's a Rack, New Paddock, and Sanguine Paradise. I actually did put these on here. I made this list a while ago. I thought that I didn't put the singles on here, but I did. So sorry about that, but at least you know for the rest of the video that the three singles are on here. But with That's a Rack, honestly, nothing too crazy to talk about. I think the one thing that everybody like laughs at and is the most memorable one is I Can't DM Never Ever Again, because apparently the girl that he thought was DMing was a guy, and that's probably the most notable thing, the funniest thing, I don't know. But yeah, singles are on here on the rest of the list, and That's a Rack is a song. Yeah. Alright, we getting into the good ones. Probably every song from here on out, I probably have nothing bad to talk about. But we have number 61, Money Spread. can we just talk about how good that beat is, that instrumental? Like, honestly, I'm a fan, and I'll be honest with everybody here. It kind of just sounds like if like a Donkey Kong country song, like a underwater Donkey Kong country song, was kind of sped up and kind of got like a reverb treatment, and I don't know, it was just like mixed differently, and that's just what it sounds like. It just sounds like a Donkey Kong country like underwater instrumental, but I love it. I honestly love the instrumental, and just Uzi and Young Nudie, they're doing their thing. I loved it. And again, another one I could just fucking I could have this in the playlist. And with number 60, we have High Roller. Now, honestly, High Roller, it's just a vibe. And I know I keep saying it's just a vibe, but honestly, isn't that just Uzi's music? Isn't most of his older stuff just a vibe? But honestly, High Roller, I like this song when it first came out in the beginning, and every time I listen to it, I don't have any negative things with it. Yeah, that's about it. All right, and then we have number 59, Come This Way. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I know we have Trap This Way and Come This Way. But Come This Way, it's just kind of, like I said, it's one of those things you can have on in the background. It's just Come This Way, it's just perfect. I don't know. There's a lot of songs on here that, they just sound good, but I can't say much about it. But I just like it. I can listen to it. I can tolerate it. It's not skirt. I'm gonna hate on skirt a lot in this video, just letting you guys know, because that dying Pac-Man sound just, oh my god, worst thing ever. But yeah, with a lot of songs like these, it's just something that you have on in the background. You're just vibing. You just have something on, and honestly, I think one of them is definitely Come This Way. Number 58, we have Trap This Way. We had 59 as Come This Way. Now we're just going to Trap This Way. Just a little bit more high energy Come This Way. That's pretty much all I can say about it. Because it's like, come this way. And it's like, this way. Nothing too crazy of a difference. But honestly, it's just a higher energy Come This Way. Now for number 57, we have P2. And of course, the success of Exo Tour Life. Of course, you want a part 2 to it, which when I first heard it, I was just like, no, he's not. And then you heard, I don't really care if you cry. No, oh shit, what is it? I don't really care because I'm done. And I was like, what? So yeah, honestly, it's an Exo Tour Life part 2. What else is there to say about it? Now, I'm either going to get a lot of respect for this or a lot of hate. But Exo Tour Life is number 56. It was good when it came out. I understand why people like it a lot. It's just not one of my favorites. But again, it's still on a good spot on this list. Because like I said, after, number 61? Everything here, I actually have no negative thoughts about. I still listen to this song to this day. If it plays, I'll listen to it. And honestly, I think one of the greater things about this song, if you guys actually had the chance to do it, I would listen to the raw vocals of Exo Tour Life when he was in the studio, because he can actually sing without the autotune and stuff like that. And I listened to the Exo Tour Life with the autotune, and then it was called the Apple version, which was the one that had lighter autotune or no autotune. And I got to listen to that one too, and honestly, they both sound really good. And a lot of people, even in the comments, said that the one without all the autotune and stuff like that was the better version. With number 55, we have Safe House. Honestly, it's the first song that starts off the track for Love Is Rage, and it starts it off right. Like, honestly, I love Safe House. It's actually one of the songs that like I listen to here and there. It's not one of the biggest songs that I go to, like, that I search out for, but when it pops on, I gotta let it play. Honestly, I love it so much. And now with number 54, we have Erase Your Social. So you know how like all the other songs I was talking about that had like a nice build up before it hit like that, that bass drop, and then it was like, the song really kicked off and stuff like that. I think Erase Your Social was the best one to do that. It was just like, you know, it was a nice build up where like you were even still like vibing out with it. But when he said flex on you haters, ha haters, and then boom, bass drop right in, that was probably one of the best ones. And then the song just carries on by itself, and it carries on well. Honestly, like I said, one of the best like starts to ends, especially for like doing the whole like, you know, beginning to bass drop. Honestly, great song to do that. Number 53, I Can Drive. Honestly, I can't say much about it. I don't know what it is. Like, there's going to be certain songs that it just sounds good to my ears and it sounds good to me. And I Can Drive is just one of them. Honestly, I can just imagine like being in like a really fast car and just drifting. Every time that the hook comes on, I'm drifting. I'm just drifting and turning a corner. And then the rest of the song plays and I'm going like 100 and like, I don't know, 50 down like a damn racetrack. It's just one of those songs. Like, it makes you feel cool if you're in a car. And with number 52, we have 444 plus 222. Honestly, it just goes hard. It's a good song. At the time, he was doing this whole thing where it was like, you know, some demonic shit. So it was like, you know, oh, what's 444 plus 222? Everybody knows what it is. So he was doing that thing back in that career. It worked out for him at the time and stuff like that. But honestly, it's just a good song. You could listen to it. You can probably dance to it, have a good time. And then, you know, you kind of move on with your life. Number 51, we have Paradise. Honestly, it just, I don't know how to explain this song except for it just being like either it's an opening to like a romantic comedy or it's the ending to one. It's just kind of one of those songs where it's not rap, it's not hip hop at all. It's just kind of poppy. And he pulled it off, and I actually do like the song, but I can't really put my finger on how I want to explain the song without it just being like, yes, I could see this on some kind of movie that gets kind of like direct to DVD. Honestly, like that's all I can really see it about. Number 50, we have Rhonda quotes Winners. And honestly, again, it's one of those songs that you could probably just listen to and it's like, oh, it just sounds like any other, you know, like chill song. But for some reason, when I close my eyes and listen to this song, it's got me bopping. It's got me bopping more than any other song that's kind of like a chill vibe kind of song. So that's why it's here at number 50. Number 49, we have Top. And it's just a song that just makes you feel on top, honestly. Cause it's just like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you again? Like, it's pretty much just like, it makes you feel badass. Like, it when you put it on, it makes it feel like, you know, it's just gonna be like this, you know, slow, vibey song. But nah, he goes, who the fuck are you again? All right, at number 48, we have Neon Guts. Probably one of the songs that I was kind of like, I skipped at first, and like I never really gave it much attention. But once I started listening to this song, and then there's also another song on here that I'm going to talk about that's kind of the same way. I listened to it again, I listened to it in its entirety, and I was just like, damn, I kind of feel stupid for not kind of respecting it and listening to it, you know, the whole way through. And this song and one other song on the list is actually the main reason why every time that I listen to an album, no matter whose album it is, I listen to every single song thoroughly, even if it makes me cringe. Like, even if the song is trash, I just need to listen to the whole thing just so that I know personally that I'm not missing out on something good. Number 47, we have Bean Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe, by the way, forever and always. This one, again, it's kind of like one of those hype ones, and a lot of people were really, really hoping that this was going to be on the deluxe. It was one of the leaks and stuff like that, and I think this was honestly the one that was the most anticipated one for a leak, in my opinion. That's what it seemed like on Twitter when all this kind of stuff was happening. But yeah, honestly, him and Chief Keef did their thing. They killed it. Honestly, the song is a bop. I don't care. Now, number 46, we have Strawberry Peels. And honestly, like, I could go back to like how Unfazed was, and how Lamborghini Dream was, where it was kind of like, well, you know, there's more than one person on it and blah blah blah, but everybody did their own thing. Everybody just killed it. The beat was nuts. Young Thug did his own thing. Gunna, which usually I'm just like, Gunna just sounds like he's just kind of talking into the mic. He did his thing. And then Uzi was just talking about how he's got so much money that he's as tall as Shaquille O'Neal now. So we got another height comparison from Uzi, which I think is a W. But the song itself, from start to finish, it's honestly just great. So I can't even hate on it. Number 45, we have Now I Do What I Want. And of course, this is probably the one that everybody probably remembers. Like, if you didn't know Uzi from 7 a.m. and if you didn't know him from P's and Q's, then you knew him from Now I Do What I Want. That's probably just how it worked. And honestly, Now I Do What I Want, still a good banger, and just like a very hard, like, you know, again, like, kind of makes you feel good. It's like, now I do what I want. Yeah, you know, it just gets you going. It feels like you're on top of the world, and you just kind of show out. So honestly, that's why this one, number 45. All right, so number 44, we got Hold Up, aka Sideline Watching. And honestly, I just the hold up. Let me catch my breath. Hey, you know, it's just like, now we're getting into the part where it's like the hooks, god tier. Okay, like the hooks, killer always. I think Uzi is one of the best people when it came to hooks. But once we start getting to how his lyrics and stuff like that flow through songs and stuff like that, that's later down the list. But honestly, when it comes to just hooks from here on out, no misses on the hooks, honestly. So honestly, hold up and Silent Watching, it's the hook that does it for me, but he does carry out throughout the rest of the song. Now, number 43 is probably going to surprise a lot of people, and this actually is a single, and that one I also didn't bring up. But number 43 is Sasuke. I don't know why, but like a lot of people are just like, ooh, he's trying to copy Playboy Cardi. And yeah, no shit. But if you guys heard what was it? Add It Up. It was a leak. Or no, it was a snippet. There was a snippet called Add It Up, and then there was one called Haha. I fucking hate Haha. But Add It Up, I think Add It Up is like better than Sasuke. But again, we're not doing leaks. We're not adding that kind of stuff. Sasuke was a really good song. I think Uzi just has the voice for it if you want to do that baby voice kind of thing. Except for one part on the song that just makes me cringe every single time.
I'm the only one in the army.
That, besides that, I'm okay. But when that part plays, I may or may not skip it. But for him trying out something new, trying out the whole baby voice for himself, it kind of worked out in my opinion. I think he really has the voice for it. And number 42 is Enemies. Honestly, this is one of those songs that just gets me going. It gets me hyped. It just starts out where it's just like, you know, you're bobbing your head, you're getting ready, and then it starts going, and you're just like, you just want to start running. You want to start running at something, whether it's a tree, a person. You feel like you could take on a fucking bus. It doesn't matter what it is, you just get hyped up, and honestly, that's what Enemies does for me. And number 41, we have 7 Million featuring Future. Honestly, this song, it has a heart on my Spotify playlist, and it also had me playing it for like a week straight and stuff like that. This is the Future I want. I don't know what Future's been up to with this whole singing shit, like on X-Teen and on what is that? The one on the new Young Thug album that I was just talking about. I don't know what the hell it's called. But someone needs to be honest with Future and tell him to stop singing. He is great on like the Juice WRLD album. They killed it. And like there are times where like Future can quote unquote like sing, but it's not singing like where it sounds like he's straining his voice. It sounds like a garbage disposal, and someone just needs to be honest with him and be like, okay, you can rap, you can do like melodic style, but please stop singing. But anyways, back to 7 Million, because I kind of ranted about Future's new singing thing that he's doing. But yeah, I like the song. It had me playing it for a week. Especially blink of an eye, know that I can take your bitch type shit. I liked it. But Future, this is the Future that I miss. I miss the what a time to be alive Future. I miss the top of the Maybach Future. I miss I got the keys Future. Like, that Future fucking goes hard as fuck. So what the fuck happened? Number 40, we have New Paddock. New Paddock was a single that was supposed to kind of tie into Eternal Atake back in 2017, I think it was. It was a single, and that was actually his last song before taking that long break. And honestly, it just kind of vibes out. There's nothing too crazy I can say about it. My friend was actually the one that showed it to me when it dropped. He was just like, yo, did you listen to New Paddock? I didn't. And I was just like, yeah, this is pretty damn good. All right, and then we have number 39, Got the Guap. You know, Miss Lil Uzi got the guap. That song, another banger. Again, like, I don't know what it is. They tied up, what was it? Got the Guap. They did, hold on, let me check this out real quick. They got No Auto, Money Spreading, Got the Guap. Back to back to back bangers, honestly, in my opinion. I just love how they were just perfectly, put together and stuff like that. And honestly, Got the Guap, it just fucking goes hard. Uzi's singing level, perfect. We got, who else was on here? Young Thug, fucking killed it. So honestly, just all together, it was just perfect. Number 38, we have What's Up. And honestly, it's a good song. I think Future sang on this one. I know Future's on it, but I think it was tolerable. I think the only weird thing about the song was the music video. It was interesting. It was just a little weird. Number 37, we have Leaders. Now, Nav, honestly, a lot of people give Nav shit. And honestly, a lot of people say, like, oh, he's monotone and stuff like that. And I feel like if somebody with more energy got onto the songs that he made, then sure, I think people would like it. But you can't knock his ability to make like a good hook or a song sound good. Like Venom and Socks, I think it is. That hook, I'm in love with it. And honestly, like sure, you could probably put someone on there with more energy to put the hook on, but he made it, and I feel like anybody could fit on it, and it just works good for him. So honestly, with Leaders too, same thing, just kind of works for him. And honestly, Uzi saying Marshall Applewright, I think his name is, who was the cult leader for Heaven's Gate, which is what Eternal Atake is built on, was kind of meta. It was self-meta. It was kind of interesting. Number 36, we have I Can Show You. It's just another good song, another boppy song. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the songs that are good and boppy kind of mash up together. They're different enough to be a song, but they're boppy. But again, it's just good all around. Number 35 is Early 20 Rager. I don't think a lot of people talk enough about this song being like a true rage song. I remember listening to it the first time and not really thinking anything of it, but then listening to it recently, I was just like, holy shit, this is an actual rage song. Like, I can just imagine people like in a mosh pit and stuff like that. Like, if Uzi didn't use this on one of his concerts as like the time to be like, all right, I want to start a mosh pit, what song am I gonna pick? If he didn't pick Early 20 Rager, that's just stupid. But honestly, the song itself, great. I love it. And honestly, if I feel like I'm just pissed off and I need to listen to a rage song, boom, that's the one I'm putting on. Number 34 is Sanguine Paradise. And honestly, I think the reason that I like this song more than like I probably should is, one, Uzi does good on it. Especially when he said, side note, you can never reach my goals. Like, that punched. That really fucking punched. It was one of those like braggadocious kind of things where it's just like, hey, just letting you know, you'll never reach where the fuck I'm at, pussy. And you're just like, damn. But also, That song was actually originally, I'm not sure who the artists were, but it was from a song called I Love the Way You Do It. And I used to listen to that song when I was younger. So hearing kind of like a revamped version of it, I really like it. And I love listening to both of them. I can't say like, oh, it's, ripping off this song, so I like the older version better. No, I love both of them in their own equal way. And honestly, Sanguine Paradise, fucking great. Number 33 is Original, Four of Us. Honestly, it's just a bop song, but it just goes a little bit harder. I can't explain it. There's just sometimes where like I'll explain something in great depth, and then there's just times where I just can't. Where it just goes in, it goes hard. I think this is another song that you can listen to while you're at the gym, or like again you're doing something, working out kind of thing, and you need that motivation to push on. Listen to Four of Us. Number 32, talking about things that can get you going, You Better Move. Now, if that pinball number one, that everybody, be honest in the comments. When you listen to You Better Move, did you think about that? Did you think, that's the pinball game from, the old computers that everybody used to use in school? Because when I heard that, I was just like, why the hell does that sound so familiar? And then he's like, from that old pinball game. I was like, no shit, honestly. But besides that, just the hook where it's just like, you better move. You better move. He's telling you, get the fuck out of the way. Honestly, just one of those songs where it just gets you hyped up. It gets you pumped. It makes you feel fucking like 7'3", and you're ready to go for the day. And here it is, number 31, Chrome Heart Tags. The one that I was talking about out of all three. It was just great. It was produced by Chief Keef. Interesting fact. But honestly, out of all the ones that are kind of like the singing, the soulful R&B kind of song off the album EA, this one probably is the best one on there. And honestly, I just like listening to it. It's one of those songs where it's just like, you're just kind of chilling, you're calming down, and you want to listen to a good like R&B kind of song. Put on Chrome Heart Tags. Perfect song to listen to. Now we have number 30 with No Sleep Leak. Honestly, I just fuck with this song heavy. Holy shit, do I fuck with this song heavy. He just kind of floats on the song. It's a whole ass vibe. And number 3 for the reason. This is actually the second Lil Uzi song that I've ever listened to that actually like caught my attention and made me go, wow, I've never heard something like this before. I want to listen to more. Which is kind of interesting because that was on Love is Rage 2. And he had, 3 other albums before that. But I actually listened to Uzi's songs before, but I never kind of had like that drive to be like, let me like keep up with him. I would listen to a song here and there, like the popular ones, like I talked about with like P's and Q's and, Now I Do What I Want. But I never sat back and like listened to all of them. So this was like the second song that I heard of his that actually made me go, maybe I should actually look back and, actually check his stuff out. Number 29, we have Prices. And let's just say, everyone, thank you, Mr. Travis Scott. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Prices. And honestly, I know there's a lot of people that says, it just sounds off a little bit and stuff like that. It just sounds new. It's just interesting. And again, it's just something that he made work. Like the hook is great. The song itself just kind of works out, and altogether it's just great. It just sounds different. And with number 28, we have Lotus. A lot of people actually didn't mess with this song heavy, but personally I kind of like when Uzi just kind of does like his little singing thing and just kind of like floats on the song. He riffs, he vibes with it. And that's kind of what it gives off. It just gives off like that, like, soothing vibe. You're just chilling out with friends. Again, it's just like you have music on in the background. It's just perfect to just have on and you're just chilling out. And with number 27, we have Money Longer. Another one that probably everybody heard when Uzi was coming up. And honestly, probably the one that was a meme for like how long, because the goddamn alien. And honestly, yeah, it does sound like the most like alien thing that I could probably ever hear. And honestly, just the beat itself, how, you know, influenced it was to everybody and stuff like that. I feel like if TikTok was out during that time, that everybody would use it. Like, everybody would use that sound, which a lot of people are using his sounds now, like his newer stuff, but it definitely seems like one of those ones that would be like used a lot. Number 26, we have Silly Watch. Honestly, Super Mario did great on the beat, and Uzi went hard at it. Like, and I hate how people are just like, oh, this you know, like new Uzi sound, it's ass. And to everybody that thinks like him actually rapping and not just doing like melodic singing shit all the time is a bad thing, it's not. There are so many people, and you know, even like not musically, but like how many people like day to day, if they have like a hobby or like their job or something like that, do they switch it up? Like, look at your favorite YouTuber. Do you think they were doing like what they were doing this whole time? Like, there's so many YouTubers that like played Call of Duty and went to Fortnite. I'm a great example. You know, I played so many different video games just to test it out and try it out. I'm not gonna stick to one thing all the time. And honestly, I think Uzi does great on this whole rapping side. I know I didn't put in like the Real Uzi or Purple Thoughts, but he kind of did that on those albums where it was just rapping. It wasn't anything like, you know, melodic. It wasn't anything singy. It was just straight rapping. Now, of course, like, you know, it's nothing, you know, like spiritual, lyrical, like he's gonna, you know, awaken everybody's brains and like make people, you know, turn on or whatever. But when it comes to like that rugged, like thug-esque rapping, he does it so well that it's perfect. So he can go, and that's why I think EA is so good, because it goes from like that thuggish rap to kind of like pop-esque, you know, singing soulful, and then it goes to Uzi, where, you know, he's got his melodic taste and, you know, flavor and stuff like that. And that's why I think EA is so good, because it's a mix of everything. It shows what he can do. And I think Silly Watch and like Chopsticks and all that kind of stuff, or excuse me, Lo Mein, I think all of those just do it so well that shows like he's, you know, versatile in every little thing. So honestly, for everybody that's saying, oh my god, just get him off the beats of, you know, that one producer, oh my god, we need DP or Molly Ron, stuff like that, it's just let him do him, and let him, you know, like go on to different career paths. Because we could even talk about like you know, like Drake, probably one of the, you know, most popular artists out there today, does not do the same shit that he did, you know, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. He's switching it up always. And honestly, that's actually a good thing, because it shows that the, you know, artist or the person wants to progress and try something new rather than just be the same thing. Because I guarantee you, if Uzi did the same thing for, you know, 5 years or whatever, everyone would be like, oh, you're just doing the same thing, it's so boring. So honestly, let the man do his thing. I want to see what he comes out with. I love hearing new things from him. It just sounds interesting. It's something that shows that he's versatile. And honestly, when it comes to me, I want him to keep doing different things. You know, whether I like it, whether I don't, I'm just glad that he's, you know, going out there and showing that he's trying new things. Number 25, probably the, you know, the one song that everybody's definitely heard of, and probably the one that caught Uzi on the radar, is 7 a.m. Now, that is the first Uzi song that I've ever listened to and I heard and stuff like that. But again, it wasn't enough to make me go, let me keep it, you know, on a radar or whatever. But I'm pretty sure I listened to the song, you know, many, many, many times. But again, it was just one of those things that was just like, okay, I'll listen to it, but I won't care enough to look at what else he put out. Number 24, we have That Way. Honestly, it's just a song. It's just a boppy song. It works. It went well. It's in syncs that way. what else can I say about it? Everybody's heard it. Everybody listens to it. Everybody likes it. You know. Again, what more can I say about it? And with number 23, we have 2 with the little R symbol. This song, honestly, to start off the Love Is Rage 2 album, honestly, it just kind of worked out. I know it picks off like more in the middle. Like in the beginning, he's just kind of talking and stuff like that, which, you know, I don't know why, you could still just kind of bump to it. But towards the middle, that's when it starts picking up and stuff like that. And the song's good until the first time listening to it, I listened to this bar and I was just like, what'd you say?
I can fuck her, she a minor.
What, one more time, Uzi?
I can fuck her, she a minor.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. I had to look up the lyrics just to make sure, because if that's how the album was gonna start and I thought it was something different, we were throwing that shit out. Now, number 22 is The Way Life Goes, and this is another song just like Neon Guts where I skipped it. I remember listening to it and I was just like, ugh, you know, this isn't gonna be good. But now that I listen to it thoroughly and I really listen to it, it's actually a really good song. And it's just, it kind of talks about, like, you know, once you get out of a breakup and stuff like that, you know, life goes on. Like, you'll get over it, you know, you continue. It's actually a kind of like a part cover. Well, the hook is kind of like a cover to another song that had the same lyrics and stuff like that. But honestly, the song's beautiful. Again, I listened to it thoroughly once I got older, and I you know, enjoy the song more and I appreciate the song more. Now, number 21, we have X. And the reason that this song's on here is because at the time I started listening to it, I actually got out of a breakup. And the way that the song goes, like, I don't want my ex, I was just like, yeah, fuck that bitch, you know. I was just like, I don't care. And you know, it kind of brought me onto it. And yeah, I think at the time, you know, I heavily like related to the song, to the point where, like, now I'm just kind of like, damn, it reminds me of that stuff. So even like all my past exes, there's like, you know, maybe one or two that I, you know, still respect, but all the fuck ones, fuck you, I don't want my ex, fuck them. X is a great song. Now, number 20 is Banned from TV. Holy shit, this just sounds like something that they would play at the Super Bowl when they're getting ready. Well, you know, they're getting ready to show, you know, that we're going to the Super Bowl type shit. It just sounds so hype, so good. I definitely have this song replayed on my playlist, ready to go, either at the gym or if I'm ready to start the day. Just the beat itself, again, it gets you going, and just how he's talking is just like, you know, you're just so into it. Honestly, every song from here on out, I either have like a good connection with, or it's just like such a banger that like I can't get mad at it. Like, I gotta listen to it all the time. And Banned from TV is definitely one of those. And with number 19, we have Celebration Station. Honestly, like I said, this was kind of like supposed to be, the album was kind of breaking up in, like I said, like where it was like that street kind of like hard rap. And then you got like the R&B, and then you got Uzi. But honestly, Celebration Station kind of just reminds me of like Uzi. It's just a good ass song. It's, you know, it kind of gets you up off your feet. You kind of just want to dance. And honestly, Celebration Station, yeah, you just kind of want to celebrate, like you did something good. Perfect name for the song. You just kind of want to get up and dance and kind of celebrate about, you know, whatever you want to celebrate about. Now, number 18 is Urgency. Urgency is just a beautiful sounding song altogether. Now, I like, you know, lyrical rap and stuff like that. Like, I listen to Kendrick, I listen to Cole. And, you know, then I'll switch it up and listen to, like I said, like Lil Uzi Vert, and like I said before, Nav and stuff like that. But then I get to that point where I like singing, and only certain people like The Weeknd or Post Malone can really like make me sit there and want to listen to them singing. But Urgency with Sid, it just kind of did it for me. I listened to the song for the first time and I was just like, I was just into it. Like, it kind of got me emotional, where it's just like, fuck, why is your voice so fucking good? Like, Uzi does his thing but Uzi does get a little outclassed by Sid. But again, they both do their thing. It's one of those things where they're the dynamic duo, just like Strawberry Peels, where it was, the team of 3. They just dynamic duoed on it. And honestly, the song just all together, fucking beautiful. I love it so much. It's, again, one of my favorites. Number 17, we have Baby Are You Home. Just how it starts with like that echoey like ring to it, where he's saying Baby Are You Home, just with the ring. And then like the song itself, it just kind of picks up pace. And, Metro Boomin is just, he got the beats right. Uzi just got the vibe right. He's just, floating on it. Honestly, I love Baby Are You Home. But the next fucking one is God tier. Number 16 is Canadian Goose. If you listen to the song for the first time, you might accidentally think that you had a certain website open and that you actually hit play on that. But when the song starts going, it just sounds so fucking hard and ready. Like I said, you're just ready to fucking go to the, either to the gym, you're just hyped to do whatever the fuck it may be. And again, Uzi just makes you feel fucking good. You're just ready to do whatever it may be. The song is so fast paced. It's so, in your face. And like I said, with the background noise, again, first listen, you just kind of go, what the hell was that? Did I accidentally click on something wrong? But it's there. It's just there. Number 15, we have You Was Right. Honestly, it doesn't stick out into anything too crazy. I just like the song in itself. This was another one that I listened to, but didn't make me listen to its discography at the time. But it definitely is a banger. It's definitely really good. And it's just Uzi. I think this is one of the songs where it's just the great 2016 era. I think You Was Right was one that you can just kind of pinpoint right on him. Number 14, we have Myron. Everybody was, like I said, everybody was excited for Bean Kobe, but I think a lot of people too were excited for Myron. Now, my favorite one was actually not Myron that I was hoping for that was going to be on here. That comes later. But Myron does definitely get a top spot on here. Honestly, it's just... It just sounds like a... a song that definitely should be the first song that you listen to. It gets you, pumped for the album. And... it's just a fucking experience. I don't even know how to explain it. Listening to Uzi's some songs are just an experience because you just don't hear it from anybody else, that he just does it perfectly himself. He's in his own lane and he's fucking going 200 miles an hour. And honestly, that's what this song really is. He's just switching up his flows. He's floating on the fucking beat like he's got a goddamn fucking pool floaty going down a goddamn river. It's just perfect. This song, honestly, it's great. I definitely have it in my playlist, definitely liked, and I definitely listen to this from time to time. Now, number 13 is For Real. And For Real, this song fucking slaps. I feel I don't think that he did a music video for this song, but I just, for some reason, every time that I would walk home and listen to this song, I would just picture a music video for what it would be, and it would just be some shit where it's just he's in the center of a pool and there's people around him and they're just doing crazy tricks while he's on a floating thing or whatever in the water, and they're just doing crazy tricks. It just reminds me of that, when the hook comes, where it's just you got me for real type of shit. It's just perfect. I don't know, the song goes fucking hard. And if he ever did a music video for it, which I don't think he did, I think it would just be a good idea. I think it's too late now, but a music video, if he did it when the song came out, it probably would have fucking went hard. Number 12, we have Moon Relate. This was the one song that I was waiting for. Of all the leaks and all the snippets and stuff like that, when I saw Moon Relate was going to be on here, I said yes. And honestly, if you guys watch my video of me reacting to the Eternal Atake Deluxe and the entire thing, this is actually one of the songs that I actually got so hyped for, and I jumped out of my chair and stuff like that. Just number one, the drums on there, like the little drummer boy type drums. I'm a fucking sucker for that. And just like the vibe with it, like the instrumental and like how the 808 hits, and just Uzi just again like floating on it. Like it just feels like if a car, it feels like the car, like if you're driving down in a car and you're listening to the song, it should look super cartoony where it's just bopping up and down more than it should, like the tires and shit are stretching. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just a fucking like good ass feeling song. Number 11, we have P's and Q's, the first ever music video that I watched from Uzi, and it was just fucking great. You could tell the production was high. You could tell that like a lot of time went into it and stuff like that. And honestly, from time to time, I just go back to watch it for the music video itself. But the song itself, you could definitely tell it's, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean-esque. But honestly, I just like it. I like it like that. And the song itself, it goes hard. The Pirates of the Caribbean type theme, it's definitely different. Like, I'd never heard anything like that. Like, Uzi was the first person that, like, he started using video game sounding beats. And, you know, me being a gamer and shit like that resonated with me so much that I was just like, oh, okay, well, I listen to that. But especially with the like, for example, like the Pirates, you know, type beat, I was just like, damn, I've never heard anything like this. I fucking like this. Now, number 10 goes to Yes Sirski. Not only did Uzi actually make kind of like a new word and a new term, because now ever since I seen him say Yes Sirski, there's been so many other like artists saying Yes Sirski. So I feel like he started something there. But also number 2, Killer Ninja and his cousin were playing. His cousin was pretty much playing this song pretty much every single day, to the point where we made it like our song of the day. So every time that we'd get on a FaceTime call or whatever, we'd be playing Yes Sirski. So it's stuck in my head all the time. I like the hook. I'm a huge fan of 21 Savage. Of course, I'm a fan of Uzi. And yeah, I just really like the song. And honestly, like I said, it's kind of like an inside thing for that song. So of course I got to put it on a high spot. Number 9, we have Venita. And honestly, when I say about how Celebration Station is kind of like a Uzi-esque song, Venita just takes it to the top. And this is what everybody wants, the 2016 poppy ass Uzi, you know, this is what he's supposed to sound like type shit. And honestly, this song is just so boppy, gets you up on your feet, good energy, good all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just probably one of his like top tier songs. I love this song. When it comes to like the ones that get you moving and makes you, you know, want to go and stuff like that, definitely Venita. Number 8, we have Sauce It Up. And of course we have Sauce It Up on here. Like, just it sounds like it shouldn't work as a hook, but it does. It works with the beat so well. The hook goes perfectly. And of course, I was on the phone, with Playboy Cardi. Of course he was. They played PS5s together. And we won't get too far into it, but yeah, they were playing PS5 together. And honestly, the song itself is just great. You see, you know, so many memes about it, so many, you know, great things about it. Honestly, the song is just a fucking vibe. It's a bop. Definitely heavily played, like, on my playlist and stuff like that. Sauce It Up, fucking goated. Number 7, we have 20 Minutes. And of course, like, nowadays, this is one of the songs that, like, everyone's playing on TikTok and stuff like that. But before TikTok, before Vine, before all that kind of shit, I mess with this song heavy. This is probably his vibiest song that he's ever had. And I just appreciate it so much. Like, the hook is amazing. Just the rest of the song, it's just a fucking vibe, man. Like, you're just chilling. This is one of the songs that, like, I could probably, like, you know, I could be editing, I could be cleaning my room, I could even say probably go to the gym. Like, this song is just perfect for like any situation. It's just a whole vibe in itself, a whole bop. 20 Minutes definitely deserves to be number 7, top of the list. Now, a lot of people might be looking at me funny for having it up to number 6, but Lullaby from Pluto X Baby Pluto, The one song where a lot of people were even just like, wait, is this Lil Wayne? Nah, it's Uzi. And he's just talking. He's honestly just talking. He's rapping. This is like what everybody hates that he's doing right now. But I'm loving that he's just doing something different. He's just talking. He's saying, you know, he's just like talking about his past life, talking about some shit that he's seen. And it kind of just reminds me of, it reminds me of Lil Wayne. Like, if Lil Wayne was just talking and rapping. I know, like, a lot of popular Lil Wayne songs are, like, either his sad ones, like How to Love, or, you got, like, 6'7", where it's more, like, boppy and stuff like that. But Lil Wayne can also rap his ass off, and he can make some meaningful shit. And honestly, I that's what I appreciate about Lullaby. I know that Uzi's, more known for making hits and making bops and making, kind of melodic or singing type stuff. But this is one where he kind of scales it all back and he gives us something different. And I feel like a lot of people didn't appreciate it, but I'm definitely one of those people that did. Number 5, Baby Pluto. Do I even need to fucking say anything? Do I really? Just the way that it starts... It just starts up. It's like a roller coaster, but instead when the beat drops, it goes down. It just goes up. It's just a never-ending roller coaster. Honestly, this was probably one of the best ways that I've ever heard a album start. Besides J. Cole's, 95 South, I think that was a great way to start it off. But like, if we're talking about like high energy and like getting you pumped for an album, Baby Pluto did that for me. It made me so, like, I was already excited to listen to EA. I was just like, damn, we've been waiting for so long, yada, yada, yada. But, like, when I heard this song and it stopped, I was just like, holy shit, this was worth it. Like, I was so excited. I was just like, yeah, nah, this album's gonna be God tier. So, honestly, the song itself really pumped me up and stuff like that. And I think that's what made me have such a positive outlook for the rest of the album. But yeah, number 5, Baby Pluto. One of the probably the best ways to start an album out is right there. Number 4 is Futsal Shuffle. And I know what everyone's gonna say. I know the memes like, oh, Geometry Dash much and stuff like that. But I grew up listening to techno. This was kind of like my biggest thing. Like, I used to listen to rock heavy, and then I listened to hip hop, then I listened to kind of like dubstep and techno. And like, for example, like Bass Hunter, the one that made Now You're Gone, I fucked with his shit so heavy to the point that I think it's German that his stuff is in, like his actual native stuff, to the point where like I actually learned that song in his native language because I fucked with the song so much. So honestly, like hearing that where it was just like, holy shit, it's like techno rap. Again, Uzi's just good at like bringing out something new, and even if it doesn't stick, it's just something where it's like he tried it. Which honestly, with Futsal Shuffle, with the dance moves that was going on, how the song sounded, honestly in my book, huge W. He killed it on this song, and I mean shit, people still talk about it to this day, to be honest. Alright guys, we're here, the top 3, and if you know Uzi songs, then you can probably process of elimination. It's just which songs am I gonna have it where, which placement and stuff like that. I'm gonna go into great details for these 3 songs and how much they mean to me. And let's start it off with number 3, Lo Mein. When I listened to Lo Mein for the first time, again, this came right after Baby Pluto. So imagine being hyped and then listening to Lo Mein. Lo Mein is pretty much just like that hard, rugged rap that like Killer Ninja put me on. It has like that Uzi still like sense to it where it's still like nothing, but I like Uzi's melodic and I like lyrical, like old school rap, so it was a nice fit and it sounded like Wayne, and just the song entirely just fucking gets you going that I can't hate it. Like it's so good listening to it and listening to the start and stuff like that. Like it's like a nice, like, you're getting ready to kind of just like I don't even know how to explain it, man. Like you're just getting ready for the song And, you know, he's starting it off. You got these little, you know, claps that's getting you ready for it. And then he just drops the bomb on you with the song. And then he just like cuts it off where it's like that hard stuff with the uppity. You know, it's just all around. It's literally Uzi and the new Uzi. And it's just, again, it's just all around perfect. Like, it really shows like his whole ability to be able to just be like, yo, I'm gonna just try these new things. I'm also gonna have a little bit of me and just kind of blend it all together. Number 2 is Dark Queen. Now, number 1 and number 2, I kept fighting back, like, which one do I want to have number 1? But now number 1 is on number 1 for a reason that I'll get to, but our main focus is Dark Queen. Probably his like most like serious song, I guess you could say, talking about his mom, how much his mom meant to him, talking about his, you know, his life when he was a kid. And honestly, the instrumental for this song is fucking perfect. I think this is one of my favorite Lil Uzi Vert like instrumentals when it comes to, you know, like a kind of like a slow pace, like a sadder song. But I fucking love it. And I went onto YouTube to see if like there was, you know, like just a free like instrumental version of it, and there is. And even then I'll listen to that from time to time. And also apparently there's like a second version, like a Dark Queen 2. I don't know if that's real or someone just took the time out of their day to make like a more upspeed Dark Queen instrumental. But like this song really puts it into the tone of like where Lil Uzi could actually like go when it comes to emotions and like his ability of either, you know, like melodic or singing. Because like I said, it kind of goes onto like this sad foot where it's just like, mama, I don't want you to leave. You know, I don't think anyone wants to lose their mom, especially like for most people, like their mom or, you know, or the people that, you know, they're the care people. Like they're the people that are the carest, the softest, the nicest. You know, you scrape your knee, you go to your mom kind of thing. And it was pretty much, you know, talking about like, hey mom, look, I made it. You know, I did all these things, but no matter what I do, if I lose you, nothing could bring you back. Nothing is replacing my mom, kind of, is pretty much what he's talking about. And then he talked about, you know, his past life, about what she did for him and what, you know, he did that, you know, she kind of knew about. And again, it was just, especially when it came to the second hook, because the first hook, it was kind of like monotone where it's just like, you know, dear mama, you know, I don't want to sign off. But then he just takes it into the second note where it's just like, dear, you know, he raises his octane. It goes, dear mama, I don't want to sign off. You know, like it just brings more of that emotion into it. Because again, this song, in my opinion, just has like the you know, best emotion, the best you know, storytelling for him, and just like showing his ability for, you know, reaching different, you know, levels when it comes to singing or just his voice or whatever. Again, it's just an overall beautiful song. If you haven't listened to it, what the hell are you doing? Just take the time to listen to it. Honestly, I think this should be a number 1 as well. So I'm gonna give Dark Queen number 1, and the next one is also number 1. I know that kind of messes up the list, but if we're talking about like his best like emotional real song, it's definitely Dark Queen. But yeah, let's get to the official number 1. Now, number 1 is Pretty Mommy. Yeah, maybe that might be anticlimactic or whatever, talking about how, you know, like visceral and emotional Dark Queen was. And that's why, again, I still think that Pretty Mommy and Dark Queen should both be number 1. But the reason that Pretty Mommy is number 1 to me is because it's actually the first song that made me listen to all of his stuff. If No Sleep Leak was the second song that kind of made me go, oh, I should really, you know, start listening to this. Pretty Mommy is the first one that actually made me go, wait, who the hell is that? It was nothing I've ever heard before. I forget who sent me the Snapchat, but someone sent me a Snapchat and they were showing that they were at a party. And they asked me if I wanted to come with. And that song was in the background. And I was just like, what song is that? And of course I didn't want to be like, hey, oh my god, you know, like completely ignoring, you know, like, hey, do you want to come to the party? And I just go, yeah, sure, I'll show up. But what song is that? Like, so I kind of had to do my own research, and I couldn't find it at first because I was just like, what, like, how can I even find this song? Like, this song is just so out of this world. It's nothing I listened to before. And eventually I found it again, and I was just listening to it, and I was just like, oh my god, this is it. And then that's when, you know, I was just like, okay, Lil Uzi Vert. I'm like, okay, he made P's and Q's. He made You Was Right. He made 7 a.m. Okay, I'm gonna, you know, take the time to listen to everything. And that's when I was just like, wow, his sound, his, you know, his flow and everything is just out of this world. And that's when I started, you know, keeping up heavy with Lil Uzi Vert. And honestly, like, if there's definitely like any songs that I could listen to for the first time again, I would say it's probably, you know, the top 5, honestly. Like, not to take away from like Lullaby or 20 Minutes or Sauce It Up, but it was kind of like stuff that I've already listened to, so like I was already expecting it. Baby Pluto sounded out of this world. Futsal Shuffle was definitely out of this world. Lo Mein was the first time that I heard like on a higher quality of him kind of going in hard. Dark Queen was like the first emotional, like heavy emotional song that I listened to. And again, like I said, I love the instrumental. I would love to listen to that again. But Pretty Mommy, like I said, was just like the first song that made me go, wow, what is this? Like, what sound is this? And it kind of had me on a scavenger hunt looking for Uzi, and you know, I eventually found him and been listening to him ever since and stuff like that. And I think that's what's cool about ranking different songs, and for everybody is everyone's gonna have their own opinion. I mean, everybody's gonna have, like, you know, the ones where it's like, oh yeah, of course, like 7 a.m. is higher on the list, and You Was Right is higher on the list, and P's and Q's. But once you start getting to, I want to say, the top 10, it really shows you as a person and your personality and stuff like that, and what you're really looking for in music. And that's when, you know, lists and stuff like that, like top 10 lists or even like ranking lists, really intrigue me, because it really shows, you know, who you are as a person and what really got you into Uzi Vert. Because usually everybody's like top, you know, like either their first or second song is like what got them into listening to him. But I didn't want to be generic. I didn't want to be like, oh, okay, yeah, like the first song I listened to from him was 7 a.m. But that didn't hook me onto him, and neither did P's and Q's, and neither did You Was Right. The one song that got me hooked was Pretty Mommy, and the one that kind of, you know, took me by surprise was Dark Queen. And Lo Mein got me fucking hype, and Futsal Shuffle got me excited for his comeback, and Baby Pluto got me excited for the album. So kind of stuff like that, it's kind of awesome. Looking back and thinking to myself, like, how did I get into this artist? And you kind of get to sit back and think about it, like, damn, yeah, I remember when I first listened to that song, and he's come a long way. So yeah, honestly, this is the Lil Uzi Vert ranking tier list. What do you guys think of it? Is my list great? Is my list shit? Let me know in the comments below. And like I said, let me know what your favorite Uzi song is and what your least favorite Uzi song is. And if you want me to do any other artists, because like I said, I listen to a bunch of different artists. So if you guys want to, you know, see another video like this, get this video to 100 likes, I'll pick out an artist and we'll do this again. But anyways, guys, I'm Crimson Red. This has been Lil Uzi Vert's ranked song list, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.